Hey guys! So today we're going to be doing a tips/hacks for building in Bloxburg video. So I hope you guys enjoy. This video is going to be for everybody. It's for pros, it's for beginners. This is just some tips and hacks. You know, things you might know, you might not know. So let's just get into it. So my first tip/hack is add dimension. And what I mean by this is you can if you want to, but I think that this rectangle, you should add maybe more dimension. So what I mean is like maybe have an extra little bit sticking out. And then what that adds is you can add a pillar. Just right here. And it changes it a lot. Especially when you add the roof. So I'm just going to add the gable roof here. And what I like to do, this is my preference, is I like to take this and only go it a little bit back, so that it doesn't stick out to the end. But if you like it to stick out to the end, you can do that. And if you do it on that, then do that. And for the front little porch area, I like to add a little gable roof, a little flat roof. Oh gosh. Okay, so there's a big difference through the dimension. My personal preference, I like the one on the right better. So if you like this one, go for it. But this just kind of has more character and yeah, it looks more detailed. Yes. And my next tip/hack is to add different color and textures. This goes for, a lot of things. It can go for inside your house, outside the house, anywhere. So, if you were to make this house, so let me just recreate this again. So you have a nice reference. Whoop. And then we add a pillar. Do the exact same thing, except just move to the left a little bit, so it's exactly the same. And whoop. There you go. And see, these houses are, the same, right? Mostly the same. And adding texture. So say I wanted this house all to be, wood. And I wanted it all to be wood. I wanted everything to be wood. It doesn't look that bad. It looks like a lodge. It's kind of cute, actually. But, if you want to go, what wasn't doing that? I meant to click that color. If you want to go for, not just wood, you could add maybe a different kind of wood, maybe brick with it, maybe, anything. And I'll show you the difference between having all the same texture between having some different textures. So say I'm still going to add the wood because it's cute. Oh, one thing's different about this. This wall isn't separated. So I'm just going to do that so I can make this one wood. And see this little 2x2 square sticking out from the front? I am going to make that brick. See? Adds a little bit of character to it. And I'm probably going to make this. Maybe I'll make it I could leave it like plain. I don't know. But I am going to make this part brick. Like that. And what is it? Okay. And then I'm just going to make this that and have this be wood. And then I'll make this that. That looks cute. Maybe wood or brick. I think I'll do brick. And look at the difference. I think this one's really cute. I'm actually going to change this to brick. Yeah. And just adding a little bit of different texture gives it a lot more detail. You can choose any texture. I don't know, any texture that you want. And inside, you could do like, in a bedroom, you could have one wall that was wood and all the other walls white or blue or gray or something, like your favorite color or just a color. And maybe you'll have maybe all your walls are blue, but one of your walls has like a design on it, like a blue design on it. So, and the next tips / hacks is to add plants. So I'm going to demonstrate this with a kitchen. It sounds weird, but it's not that weird. So let's say I have a kitchen here. I'm going to make 2 kitchens. So I'm going to make them identical, okay? Yeah. I'll speed this part up for you guys. So I'll see you when I finish. And we're finished with the identical kitchens. So what I mean by this is to add plants is if your kitchen is a little bland, lacking something, then you can add plants. Adding plants is a really nice way to put some nice a little itty bit of color, a little itty bit of detail, and that stuff. So much stuff when I search plant, but you see these small plants can be on tables. Maybe this one can go here with this one right here, and well, maybe I can put this one here instead, this one in front, and this one like right here. That adds a lot of detail to it, and maybe you want to just add a little cute little plant there, and maybe you want a potted plant there, huge potted plant, and you can add a lot of plants, to just make the place a little bit more, more color, more detail. And on that note, the last tips / hack I have is to add detail. It kind of sounds simple, maybe it sounds challenging, I don't know. But it's very important if you want a really nice, detailed house. So, what I mean by this is, well, what's in a kitchen other than this stuff? There are cabinets. So, you can have a cabinet. And instead of making all the cabinets, one, maybe you can have, maybe you have a glass cabinet. And then you have 2 glass cabinets. And I love the glass cabinet because you can see all the cups and the mugs and the plates, and I love the detail, and it's amazing. And adding this cabinet allows you to actually place a microwave in it, which is also detail. Amazing, right? And what I also like to do when you have that extra little space in the microwave, I like to add a little plant. Because the thing is, if you put the coffee machine there, then when you're trying to microwave your food, you can actually click E and then you have coffee and your food's gone, and yeah. So I like to put a plant there. And you can put other appliances like a blender. And don't forget a sink. You need a sink too, yeah? So, you need a toaster. So many appliances. You can have a coffee machine. You could have a tea maker. Kettle. I'm like, tea maker? No, it's kettle. And, just add that detail. It sounds a little simple, but it actually works, and I think it's really cool. So you add that detail, and I think this looks a lot better than it did before, in my opinion. And you can color the blender, because I don't really like that red color it has. And you can just color everything the color that you want it to be, and it looks really nice. And what I like to put behind the kitchen walls is this kind of brick. I think it really accents and makes the stuff pop out. I think it's really cool. So, yeah, that's cool. And yeah. And I think, we almost forgot. Also adding detail means what's in a kitchen? Well, you also have these things, which if you had a half one, you could put. But I don't have a half one. That's okay. I have a microwave there instead. But another thing is, adding detail is also what's in a kitchen. Well, there are spoons and utensils in the kitchen, and kitchen sinks. Oh, that makes the stuff explode. So, if you go to all, and there are jars in the kitchen, so maybe add some glass jars over here. And there are spoons, so add some spoons. And there are knives in the kitchen. There are so much detail. There are napkins. Like, look at all this stuff. There's even this little, like, grinder thing. What's it called? The mortar and pestle? Oh, pestle and mortar. Yeah. But I think that's super cool. And you can color it to your liking. Ooh. Not my liking. And have everything nice. Because when you make a house, don't you want to live in that house? You know, make it nice. Look at all that detail. It went from that to this. I think that's really cool. Oh, this is what I was looking for. I like to put this above the sink. Like above, right over there. You know, nice. And also, I like to add, look at all this stuff. Okay, I like to add a little, you know those, what's it called? It's island. That's what it's called. I like to add a little island to my place. I think it adds a nice touch. Oh, it's backwards. Let me just fix that. There you go. Look at that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, there you go. And you can add chairs to it, which I like to add into the rest of the chairs. They're so cute. You can add stools, whatever you like. And I kind of like making the chairs kind of tilt a little bit toward each other. Just a tiny bit. So that it's kind of like they're talking. Because I don't like everything to be perfect. I like a little bit messy. And the final touch that I'm going to add is the flooring. Whoop. Which I am going to make. I actually like this length long, and a few final touches, like I like to add a fruit bowl in the middle of the table. I mean the island, and then the final touch is the lighting. Here, I'll just go with lighting. Which is, what I like to put here is these lights. I think they're really cute. Okay, I like to do this on the big scale because it's easier to line them up right. But here's another trick. If the lights are too bright when you do like this, do it medium stone gray, or maybe even darker. I like to do it fossil. There you go. And let me just change this real quick. And I think you can see a definite difference between what we started with and adding detail, adding plants. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want more videos like this. And I'll see you next time. Bye!